How's it going, everyone? If you have followed the ballot AI journey, you may know how I really am passionate about this project. And I'm not just going to give up because a developer took advantage of me and the community and scammed us out of the $70,000. It is a huge loss. However, I was strategic to borrow money under my LLC. It was my first line of business credit. And this provides me with protections for my personal credit and the ability to come out of this alive and even get a second round of funding under another LLC. It looks like I can file for bankruptcy under my current business, shutting down that business, but forgiving the $90,000 in debt that I currently have. And in doing so, wipe myself clean of any kind of personal responsibility for that loss, allowing me to use another LLC I've had for over 2 years to get another line of credit that will allow me to double down on the project. Now, how long this will take, I don't know. I'm in the process of figuring things out. I just contacted a bankruptcy lawyer. It will cost 10 grand, which isn't easy for me after taking this loss. However, I'm considering that, and I may just put that off into the future while suffering what would normally be psychological toil as the banks have their compounding interest on my corporate account accumulating, making a massive amount of debt that would be impossible to pay anyway. I don't have the assets, which was this exchange that would take exchange fees, trading fees, that would have allowed me to gain a profit and pay off the debts. So I have to file bankruptcy. I'm thinking about doing that later in the bull market once my crypto has grown in value significantly and it is affordable to liquidate some of the Bitcoin or other cryptos that I have to pay it off. There is other options. I'm looking into grants. It looks like there are, in fact, federal grants to build the fundamental technology that is here to disrupt the petition industry. And there are millions of dollars up for grabs. So I'm applying for grants. I'm going to apply myself. And if I am unsuccessful with my initial applications, I'm going to use the AI tools I have to do the best job possible. But if I'm unsuccessful, then I have an agency that I can pay who has a long track record of being successful gathering these grants. And they have a great offer for me that I can fall back on as a contingency plan. I need to be efficient. I need to do everything myself as much as possible and focus on my own income. So that is my goal so that I can reinvest in growing this project back. It's going to be very simple. Everything's on the blockchain. We can do an audit of the contracts where people had sent money for the staking and the liquidity pools, and I can refund everybody the proper amount of tokens that they purchased. And then it's just a matter of rebuilding and growing again the whole community to bring the token evaluation back up. We're sitting at a very tiny $4.4 thousand market cap. But there's tokens like the Turbo token was started even less, and they built massive community for a meme backed by AI. Now, with the AI development skills that I'm working on, because I have courses and I am learning, I built an AI bot the other day. It's amazing. I built a direct democracy bot to source contracts for us, and that's exactly what I need because then I can get a contract potentially millions of dollars that I was never able to compete with before because I have the petition verifier app. The dev stole the liquidity, but he did not steal the MVP software that makes this project have so much value. And I have that code sitting on my desktop right now. I have another backup in the cloud. My developer, unfortunately, is in Pakistan. I hope you pray for him. The Pakistan versus India wars are underway, and he had problems with his electricity the other night. I'm praying for his safety because he did a tremendous job. I have this MVP. I can show anyone the video with an NDA. It has people's names and addresses in it, so I can't just show it publicly. But it works incredibly and is a game changer. We take petition validation, which would normally take a human being an hour to do 100 signatures. We're able to get that down to about 150 seconds. So this is a game changer in the petition industry. The next step is he's going to install it on my software. I'm going to run thorough tests on the product because I have saved the petitions from past years. In the county, I currently have access to before they open up campaigns again in August, and I'll be able to have thorough testing. We should have this done anytime this week. Let me just check back if he wrote back. He did not write back today. They're at war in Pakistan. I feel sorry for him. You know, he's caught in the crossfire. The whole thing is a mess. Terrorism is horrible. The whole point of ballot AI is to give people back their power of governance. It's a futurist concept. So don't expect that we would move forward with a solution to stop all corruption in government and we wouldn't have adversary. We wouldn't have conflicts and attacks. We had a developer who acted like he was our friend only to sabotage us. Could that have been someone working with the powers that be to establish credibility and have me trust him to try to ruin the product? Possibly. It's a bit of a conspiracy theory, I'll admit. He could have just been a scam dev, no connection to government or other individuals that would be destroyed from their power structure with a direct democracy. But understand this: whether he was with or without the government, he made an action most likely just to empower himself, stealing our money, and he's back at it again. And his day will come. We know his name is verified by PayPal receipts. PayPal, I'm pretty sure, requires you to use your real name, your real company name or personal name. That's also verified by Fiverr. Fiverr takes no responsibility for this because I had approved the deliveries. What I would do the next time, what I will do the next time, if I'm paying developers to build this, which may happen, we will see. There's multiple angles that we can go about bringing this project back. But if that happens, I would have an audit done immediately. I would prepare for that audit before the delivery of the product so that the auditor can go right on it the day that they bring the code forward. That way I can catch these fraudulent developers in the act and not let them get paid by Fiverr and expose them with a bad review, which would be horrible for them. And they would not expect that. But Fiverr is allowing for these developers to do this without an audit. And they should let people know. Everyone who hires on Fiverr for blockchain development has to have an audit, or else that developer could easily build a backdoor and scam your entire community. But they take no responsibility, which makes me want to sue them. But I'm not in a position to sue. I have to take care of myself and my own bills at this time. I have some crypto, but it's not going to be liquidated or expended on this project until later in the bull market. I have to make a profit. I didn't buy this crypto just to spend it all on developers so they could take all the crypto and make profits during the bull market. I bought it so I could come up. So I made proper decisions not to spend everything on this development. I use the business credit, which protects me. That business bankruptcy will allow me to come back with just a $10,000 loss rather than a $90,000 loss. And I can get another round of credit funding from my personal credit qualifying my other LLC. I will have information about that in days. Today is the day, this afternoon, when the letter arrives from TransUnion, the third reporting agency that didn't allow me to get a digital report. That physical letter now will be available, and that's going off to my credit agency I have, that credit group that I have hired that helped me get the last line of loans will also do the same. Looking at this, it looks like my credit should qualify, and I may be eligible for another line of credit. So I am praying for that. Another plan is to get the grants from the federal government that want to invest in technology to save election costs and end fraud in elections. That, however, would not help the crypto community because 100% of that money has to be spent on just the software. But later, I could create equity out of a robust, game-changing software because what my dev built is just the MVP. It works, it's fast, it's a little clunky, so I still need to work with it and test it out, but at least it shows that it can be built. A complete system that works exactly as we need it in our industry today is functioning, and that is tremendous. Another process is using the AI understanding I have right now to search for all of the opportunities of blockchains that want to give out funds, that want to have projects start up under their blockchain that could potentially give us funds to rebound the program directly. Of course, I'm going to focus on Solana because that's where we are today, but there's a lot of other blockchains I'm very interested, such as Hashgraph, Algorand, EVM. Ethereum and other EVM layers like Polygon is an option. I had someone reach out to me that we may rebound on Polygon network, but I don't have the funds, nor do I want to put funds back into a new liquidity. I am not going to be able to rebound it like that. But what people could do potentially is buy small amounts of the token where it is now. But I would ask you to refrain until I give the green light, because we are still in a crossroads to decide exactly where to go. If there is a green wick on the chart, I will be the first one to make that green wick, I hope, as an idea to capture a small amount for the development projects and then let everyone have it. Because we could even have very small amount of dev share. I have less than half. I have about half of 1% of the total amount of tokens still in a wallet. That's all I have. Everything else was in staking. Everything else is gone. This dev stole it and sold it back to the liquidity pool and took the Solana and left. I have less than 0.5%. Is that enough for a development team if everyone starts buying? I don't think so. I think I might want to have maybe 5% or 10%, but I don't even have the money to just dump into that right now while I'm watching my other crypto projects grow and my other crypto coins in my diverse portfolio that I need to liquidate maybe after the bull market. So I'm not ready to just take more Solana and buy it and say, yes, let's stick with Solana, because I do not know. We will find out soon. Okay. I'm not encouraging people to buy the Solana token if we shift gears somewhere else. But recognize we do have $4,000 of liquidity there now. So maybe that's worth not abandoning. We still have the Ballot AI branding. I could go forward. It would take about $1,000 more to get token verification through Dex Screener and an add-on Dex Screener. Potentially that could happen. I heard of other projects. One of my associates reached out and said Flocky also had a dev rug pull, and then launched version 2, refunded people the tokens just like as I'm planning to do. And then they were able to scale to the billions, and they're just a meme coin. Is that right? I think Flocky's just a meme coin. If meme coins can reach the hundreds of millions and billions of dollars of market cap, why can't a transformational utility project to empower the people to have decentralized government do it? We have a great plan that the whole crypto community should be behind, which is blockchain pro blockchain legislation. The AI that I have built, the AI agent, even before I built the agent, but it's capable of drafting near perfect legislation. In fact, it is capable of drafting perfect legislation. Some of it could be subject to a review by the federal judges or the states. The states. What they're called, the review boards, legislative review boards. They're not judges. They are part of the legislature. I had 5 of my pieces I wrote myself before AI get approved by the legislative review board in Arizona. That's why I'm on Ballotpedia. I've made a little mark in history for that, working on the Gene Kron recall, working on the label GMOs petition, standing up for my rights against the police trying to kick me out. I do have a bit of a public profile for petitions. I'm not going to disappear because this dev rug pulled me in my community. I do feel sorry for the fact that people invested, like one guy, Trex, he said his life savings. He's in Nigeria. He said he had 7 Solana. I believe that. That's a lot of money. I really want to be able to refund him that. I don't have that out of my personal funds. It would deplete me and destroy my ability to get back into the game. So for the benefit of all users, I'm not going to refund him individually, even though I feel sorry for him or anybody else. I need to watch myself and protect myself so that I can come back and then help everybody. What I am able to do, as soon as we can get an audit of everyone's staking and liquidity pools, is refund that amount of tokens, and then we can start again and build our community evaluation of this product, of the Ballot AI token, and build it up so that it's worth the 7 Solana it was worth to Trex and others. In which case they could sell and get their money out, but I would hope not, because they would see my determination and they would hold. And that's what it's about. We don't need to have all the complicated smart contracts and staking in this idea. We can have a really humble vision, like a meme coin, to scale up to those millions and billions of a strong community that wants to see this product happen and wants to benefit from it. And then driving the utility, people will hold the tokens anyway, because the access to the utility is where it's at. And for the fulfillment of the goals. The fulfillment of the goals is to launch direct democracy campaigns in every nation, to have AI agents marketing and promoting the policies that our community decides through a robust e-democracy. there may be a chance we can get gifted a decentralized autonomous organization. If I knew how to build it, I would. But there is a partner we wanted to work with, Ontocracy, that is building tremendous tools for research and understanding what's going on in governments around the world and spending and budgets. We wanted to build a coalition and have liquidity pool of theirs on our platform before the dev rugged everything. But I'm grateful we didn't reach 100,000 market cap. We were at 70. It actually said 40, but that was Meteora decks. We had 30,000 in our own decks. 70,000 was taken out. I'm grateful we weren't at 100,000. I'm grateful we weren't at 150 or 500,000 before the dev rugged. But you know what? I was planning on getting an audit. It's just that things move so fast. And I thought I could trust him because he was hired on Fiverr, and that's what they predicate their whole mission on, is protecting investors as an escrow service. We are building the ballot escrow service. We have amazing technology now, and we do need to build on the blockchain. So I will be reaching out to groups using the AI tool I've created and building more to research where those funds are, who wants to invest in building a project like this, and apply myself. It's going to take time. So I hope you stick with our community, hold your tokens. I'm not saying to buy any more yet. We may move to another blockchain, in which case that would be a sell-off of all the tokens again, just to abandon the 4.4 liquidity pool. Because if we get a grant from Hashgraph, or we get a grant from Polygon, or another blockchain, if Solana dismisses this, which is possible, I can't promise anything. We don't know if we can guarantee Solana is going to be the blockchain we continue on. What's suspicious to me about Solana is that they have a service called Blowfish, which was warning people of potential malicious code that could steal their funds. And Blowfish was giving the green light to this project after we had submitted the code, as if they did not actually go through it and review it themselves, which makes me very suspicious of Solana's activities, that they have this agency called Blowfish to warn people that gave the green light to this token on our own decks and on swapping the token, which it shouldn't really have anyway, because it was just built on Meteora. But see, that's just another reason why Blowfish was weak as an agency to help, because it was built on one of the top decentralized exchanges, Meteora. So how could they claim that swapping this token would be malicious? Meteora has a founded proof that they are here to stay as a decentralized exchange, and has launched all kinds of tokens, probably thousands, tens of thousands of tokens that are secure on their platform. They're one of the top dexes. And the fact that they gave a warning for that is suspicious. And the fact that they took away the warnings when we applied, when we showed them the code from GitHub, is extremely suspicious of the Solana Foundation, that this is the agency, Blowfish, that has to be at fault to some degree. Because they could have just said, no, we found errors in your code. We can't take away this malicious warning. But they didn't. That's the truth. I am profoundly impressed by Hashgraph. There's other blockchains. Caspa is up and coming, just reached the all-time fastest blockchain. But I wonder where they compete with Sonic. I need to compare them. Sonic on the EVM chain looks tremendously powerful. And in the Telegram, I've promoted a few links that can support this dev. I've promoted a few links for the Sonic airdrop and the Orbiter bridge, so you can move your coins, you can support me. I get a small fee from these programs that doesn't cost you anything if you use my referral codes, which would tremendously help me and show that you support me in this community to come back and bring this back more powerful than ever. I have a document that exposes this guy, Peter Stevanovich. Is that his name? I should know it. I've been dealing with him. This guy is the scammer. We have all the evidence. Like, he just faded out. He blocked our core guy, Emmy. He blocked other people. I mean, it's pretty obvious when he blocks us right away. He's not coming to our rescue being like, oh, I found out what happened. Oh my God, this happened. There's an error in the code, or this hacker did this and we didn't expect it because the code is so foolproof. I promise you. He had no responses other than LOL. When I call him out, I mean, he said, I don't understand. I said, shut the fuck up. You know English. You're a scammer. He was acting like, when I was bringing this up, what happened to my blockchain? He was like, I don't understand. He absolutely knows English. So I told him to shut the fuck up, because he's a scammer. And I called him out, and he just said LOL, and then said, "Please stop laughing at me." I wasn't laughing. I'm angry. Anyone acting like that is such a scam. You guys know I'm innocent. The money moved to MEX C exchange, and yeah, maybe people can access that with a VPN. I've never played around with it. I'm convinced that even if I can access a platform with a VPN, they are not going to let me withdraw without doing the KYC. And that's a foreign exchange I don't have access to as a US citizen. So that should clear me up pretty well, guys. People followed and tracked the funds and saw that that happened. But that was my biggest fear, is that people would blame me for doing it and I would lose credibility. I am not giving this up. I love this project. I'm here to make it happen. And I just want to say thank you all. I love you all. I'm here to help change the world. This is my life destiny. There is not going to be a way that this project's going to move forward without someone challenging it, whether it's the government even potentially attacking it, right? Because it challenges the very power structure of the government's control over our lives in countries worldwide. So we could face attacks all over, but that's why I wanted to build it on a robust blockchain. And I think we are going to look at something better than Solana. So I'll let you all know. We will find out. I will apply to Solana and see if we can get any kind of grants. I'm going to program this AI to look for every kind of grant available from every project on Solana offering them, and see if we can make a comeback. See if we can make this code sound. I know they have upgrades as well. It should be legit. I want to find out what happened with Blowfish, and we have a lot of steps to take. I'm about to put out some new videos. I'm going to start pulling things together and continue promoting. The website is going to be shut down for a little bit. Okay. All my websites on the current web hosting platform are going to be shut down, but they will be reborn. I have another platform that doesn't cost me anything, and I need to save money anywhere I can. They were charging me $90 a month, extremely overvalued. It started at 30, and then it was 40, then 50 and 60, and then they just stopped their affiliate program. And even the guy that recruited me, he said, "Yeah, we're moving on to a different blockchain, a different web builder." But I have a great web builder. We have another site, we have another site already made that looks beautiful, but I need to transfer the domain over, and I need to start managing that email list. I have some 250 contacts that sign up that wanted more information, and I've saved that list. So not all is lost. I have the MVP. You guys know I'm dedicated. We are going to be moving forward. We're going to be getting a lot of things done here in the future. I want to provide equity for people to co-own this project, because the democracy should be owned by the people. And we have this guy named Nevermind in our group that said he's going to do research. I'm going to say thank you, bro. He just responded in the comments in the Telegram. If you watch this video and you are in the Telegram, please say hi. Let me know you're part of the community. Maybe I can give some extra rewards when we come back to those that were here backing me in these toughest times, like Nevermind and Emmy, and everybody that's standing up, that's backing me. I want to give you a little extra love and support. Check out the Sonic Labs referral, check out the Orbital referral, and definitely check out the crypto trading platform that's coming up in like 50 days. I have the link in there, so join the Telegram. That you go to Telegram and you type in, I'll tell you the exact name, it's the @ Ballot AI Network. Type that in. If you're not already in the Telegram, join us. Check out the referral links. Great way to help. There's a trading platform. You can learn all about trading and get paid for your good trades. And it's all demo accounts, so you don't have to risk your own money. That is an amazing platform. I've been successful with long-term swing trades, and my strategy for the bear market and to capture gains during the bull market is with stable coin liquidity pools. And I have a strategy with a Discord group that has access to different levels, and I want to start giving those levels out to people that are really supporting me and partnering with me in this. I have other alpha, and I need to get a crypto mastermind together with my community so we can profit as much as we can off this bull market. Not necessarily even from the Ballot AI coin, because it's kind of on hold, okay, guys? But from, and this other guy, James, thank you, James, for being here. I'm going to say thank you. And we're going to find out, because we're going to refund everybody. We're going to make this thing come back stronger than ever. And the dev's going to watch us get to the millions and then even $1 billion market cap, which I truly see possible. If a meme coin can get there, why couldn't a project backing decentralized government for policies for Bitcoin reserves that let the people vote? for blockchain voting that let the people vote, to transform our governments forever with blockchain, for blockchain audits, to create our own Doge-like facilitation in our states and countries that stop waste and abuse before it happens. We can do that. We can write legislation with AI now. We can educate the masses about our potential, how blockchain can stop the interference of government hacks. Maybe a hacker who builds a backdoor can get us, but we can make projects that don't have backdoors, that are triple audited. I want to get 5 audits on the next code for any staking, any decentralized exchange we launch. The white paper is still set up and beautiful. We have ourselves positioned to reach out to grants from the crypto space to build this on Solana and potentially other blockchains. Maybe we'll do a big cross-chain blockchain, as I imagined, because all kinds of blockchains should be partnered in this, from EVM, Solana, Hashgraph, Algorand. What other robust blockchains are out there? Caspa, the Supra network that's upcoming. I don't even own Supra yet. I don't think I have access to any of those exchanges that provide it, but I want to. And you know what? We're going to make a comeback. I love you all. I'm just at my mom's home in Florida right now. They shut down petitions in Florida. They attacked the petitioning rights. That's how bad the government doesn't want it. Ron DeSantis, who does some good, like banning fluoride from the water, amazing. Amazing. That's great. Ending neurotoxins in the water, amazing. But he also destroyed the petition process, which means conservatives also don't have a way to limit government with the initiative process to weed out corruption like they ought to. And that is disparaging. And it's attack on the First Amendment. He's getting sued and it could be overturned. Me being an out-of-state circulator, I have to go back to Arizona and take care of my own business there. So my plans are, I'm getting into the insurance business. I'm planning on having a multi-million-dollar life insurance policy. Also being an insurance agent, because I need that for my son. If the government tries to take me out, I want my son to be able to get millions of dollars in compensation. And I'm going to need that before I move forward. It's a very lucrative industry. I have tremendous opportunity with health insurance deals for the business owners to keep their employees around. It could be used for surgeries. It could be used for other things if people have something happen to them. It's not just drugs. I don't believe in big pharma. People don't have to take the drugs the hospitals provide, but there's surgeries and other procedures that can help people with health insurance. So I do see, I see the area there where it can be valuable, even though I don't agree with big pharma and their agenda. There's potential for a ballot initiative for health insurance to go over and cross into alternative medicines. That's what I would like to see on the ballot in Arizona and states and countries worldwide. I have an opportunity with solar power and the local business networking, taking these federal funds, giving them to business, backing by merchant services with payment processing, integrating crypto, and the economic lift program, which is the other side to this project. Ballot, which and which is the volunteerist program, which is economic lift. Ballot is about government decentralization and direct democracy, and economic lift is about volunteerism and helping charities. The two work like yin and yang together. Lift, the economic lift program, which means local incentive financial technology, can fund everything for every ballot measure the conservative business owners in the state want to get behind. And there are some liberal ideas I agree with, but I have to be clear that I align myself with conservatives if there is a line. I can't say I'm in the middle. I have to be objective and decisive that there's certain things once you learn, you cannot unlearn, like certain factors about economics that I saw the debate with one of the top Keynesian economics experts and a libertarian at Liberty Fest in Vegas, and the Keynesian had been wiped up. The floor was mopped with him because this guy could not stand on his principles. Unlimited inflation absolutely destroys countries, and we need sound money. We need crypto. We need gold. We need assets. We don't need inflation that benefits a few that can print money forever. The economic lift program is going to be amazing. We're getting into 0% interest loans. Like I got the original 90,000 to invest. 90,000 into starting up this project so far. But businesses could benefit from that if they're struggling financially as well. People need to learn about that. I also have an ex-IRS agents support service that teaches people to write their taxes off to zero, like I did this year. Everything was a loss. My taxes were 0.00. That's what I sent in. At the day I start making profits, there's ways to move them in ways that you can protect yourself and shield yourself from taxation and benefit your family. And that's valuable information that helps businesses. And there's a plethora of business services. And I have access to the Grant Cardone University, just tremendous support for getting businesses involved in local marketing. But the project I'm building is better. That makes me feel unstoppable when I watch Grant talk and when I learn from his program. I'm about halfway through it. I've learned a substantial amount. I mean, it doesn't get into all the details, but where I'm filling in the gap is my AI marketing education. I just found out about tremendous tools just yesterday about marketing businesses with AI that sound phenomenal. I'm going to apply it to the new businesses that the new websites of the projects I'm starting up on this new web server. And I also have this booklet on countering objections. It's based on psychology. This expert salesman named Jeremy Miner has a whole faction there for solar power as well. It's an amazing program to teach the psychology of sales and what drives sales and asking questions to the person that draw them out and make them want to buy. So I'm so confident I'm going to be able to grow the economic lift program in Tucson, and that is going to back everything we were doing with Ballot AI, because they're business owners that want policy. They want to stop the restrictions and regulations and corruption in government as well. And I'm going to be drawing them out, finding who's there, and making alliances with some of the liberal people as well, because we can work together as long as the policies don't require higher taxation or government coercion in any way. I'm cool with, if you want to call it liberal, it's really just a label. There's liberal ideas like helping the environment. I'm all for. Let's get the pollutants out of our air and water. That's why I voted for Trump, because Kennedy is backing him, and I was backing Kennedy 100%. I was an independent. This is the first year I even voted Republican since Ron Paul, because I wanted to see that kind of change, getting the toxins out of our environment. And I love what he's doing, ending the DHS program for vaccines and the torturing of puppies that they were doing. Just horrible and cruel experiments. It shows how evil and demented these people are with their gain of function research, which is a disaster. And I see that there's potential we'll have justice. Fauci may go to jail over this, as he should. I don't think a pardon should protect someone involved in mass genocide and conspiracy to release a super virus to sell vaccines. You know, they are truly evil, and we're going to make a difference. So check out this video before I go. This is the new video. Let me see what I can show you here. This is the new video. We're going to finish on this, and then I'm going to get to work, because I have a lot of stuff to do. I can't just talk. So we're going to go here. I want you to check out this video. This little cool AI video is going to be uploaded here in a moment. Check this out.
Every hero's journey starts with a call to action. For Nicolas Guillermo, founder of Ballot AI, that call came from a deep desire to see a better world, a world free from corruption, a world where people have a direct say in their governance. This is the driving force behind Ballot AI. Nicolas is no stranger to challenges. He has spent the last 20 years immersed in the world of Kung Fu. This ancient practice is more than just martial arts. It's a philosophy. It teaches discipline, resilience, and the importance of rising above adversity. These are the very principles Nicolas brings to Ballot AI. Ballot AI is at the very beginning of its journey, not the end. This is an important point to understand. The project is about using blockchain technology to empower people. Imagine a world where you have a direct say in how your country is run. This is the future that Ballot AI is building. This is not just about technology. It's about people. It's about giving a voice to the voiceless. It's about creating a more just and equitable world. And Nicolas is determined to see this vision through. The path to building a better future is rarely smooth. Ballot AI faced a significant setback recently with the actions of lead developer Peter Stevanovic. Stevanovic betrayed the trust placed in him, diverting project funds for personal gain. This was a major blow to Ballot AI, both financially and emotionally. The news of the scam sent shockwaves through the Ballot AI community. Many had poured their hearts and resources into the project. They believed in its mission. To see it seemingly crumble under the weight of deceit was devastating. Yet, true to the spirit of Kung Fu, Nicolas refused to let this defeat him. He understood that setbacks are an inevitable part of any journey. What matters is how you respond to them. Do you allow them to break you? Or do you find the strength to rise above them? For Nicolas, the answer was clear. He would not let the actions of one individual overshadow the hard work and dedication of the entire Ballot AI community. He would rebuild. He would learn from this experience. and he would come back stronger. In the face of adversity, Nicholas made a decision. He would honor the trust placed in him by the Ballot AI community. He announced a comprehensive audit of the project. This audit is more than just a financial review. It is a commitment to transparency. It is about rebuilding trust. Nicholas also pledged to refund stakers and liquidity providers who had been impacted by the scam. This decision speaks volumes about his character. He could have walked away. He could have made excuses, but he chose to do the right thing. This commitment to transparency and accountability has been crucial in restoring faith in Ballot AI. The community has rallied around Nicholas, inspired by his resilience and determination. They see in him a leader who is committed to their best interests. This is a testament to the power of community. When people come together, united by a common purpose, they can overcome even the most daunting challenges. The road ahead for Ballot AI is clear. The project remains committed to its mission of revolutionizing governance through blockchain technology. The upcoming audit and refund process are just the first steps. Nicholas envisions a future where Ballot AI empowers people at a grassroots level. Imagine a world where communities can vote on local issues using their smartphones. A world where transparency and accountability are not just buzzwords, but the foundation of a new system of governance. This is the future that Ballot AI is fighting for. It is a future worth fighting for. It is a future where technology is used to empower, not to exploit. It is a future where the voice of the people is truly heard. The journey ahead will not be easy. But with Nicholas at the helm, guided by the principles of Kung Fu and driven by an unwavering belief in the power of community, Ballot AI is poised to emerge from this setback stronger than ever before. Join us. Be a part of the change, part of the...
All right. I actually started getting a little emotional at that. That was just randomly generated by AI, given a prompt. A couple things. Yeah, it was a good message. I'm not sure why they had that Islam voting. I have to be fair. My developer's Islamic. He's done tremendous work. Okay. I know that there's a huge concern with Sharia law taking over the U.S. And I get that. I mean, I think that there's a lot of things I disagree with Islam about. I did promise him I would listen to the Quran when he delivered the install on my computer and everything's working right. Just to edify myself. I did promise him that. I was motivated by listening to talks by Louis Farrakhan, who's Islamic, and some of the things I truly agreed with him, but he's like really powerful speaker. But another point is Malcolm X actually had a talk called The Ballot or the Bullet, which was about taking our elections into our own hands, and that to avoid violence, we have to be involved in the voting process. Very powerful speech. He also talked about the profound importance of local economics. And here I am manifesting these ideas in the spirit of Malcolm X with an Islamic developer. I am not Islamic. I can't believe that I would become Islamic by listening to the Quran. I'm quite rooted in Hinduism and Christianity. Okay. And people say, oh, you can't be Christian and be Hindu at the same time. Not according to Hinduism. And yeah. It's because I believe in Dharma. And, my roots even came from Buddhism, studying Kung Fu. And Buddhism essentially is a branch of Hinduism. Buddha was known as an avatar of Krishna. Very interesting philosophical and talk about religion here. The idea is Dharma. We have to live our lives to do good, to help others. And I'm committed to these projects for the rest of my life. 2 projects, very simple ideas. There's a third project that ties into Ballot AI, which is called the Initiative Quorum, which I can't wait to launch and build. I'm learning how to build apps right now. It's very capable to happen. Like, I'm learning how to build the apps, so I'll never let a dev ruin me again. I'm learning app development right now. I've already learned how to build a database and build the what do they call it? Wireframe and framework for the app's user experience. So I'm getting there. I have several steps. I have to finish my course, but it's going to be great. I'm learning how to build apps. I'm learning how to work with AI tools and build AI bots now. And when I'm done exploring these areas, I'm diving full on into blockchain development to prevent anyone from scamming me again. I have a whole course on that. So you might be saying, Nico, how are you going to do all this stuff? Gong told me you can never. What did he say? He said when you're focused, more or less, I'm going to paraphrase. He said when you're focused and your heart's in the right place and you know what you want to do, you can do it all. And I believe that. Part of me is splitting up portions of things into different areas and taking my time, and it seems like it's taken all forever, but I'm building a foundation of multiple disciplines that all come together as a whole, so I'll be well rounded to deliver these products. This experience has profoundly taught me and is a catalyst for the next stages that will make sure that nothing's going to escape my protection. I'm going to make sure any code delivered is audited, or I'm going to really just help build that code myself. That's my plan. I am committed. I'm here for you all. I love you all. Please join the Telegram. Check out the referral links. One more time, if you are not already in there, please say hi if you're watching this. We got 11 people watching this. Just say hi that you saw the video. You need to go into Telegram and go to the Ballot AI Network. Hashtag at symbol Ballot, BALLOT AI Network. Join us. Say hi. And hey, I want when we get this refund going, I'm even looking forward to giving out some free tokens to everyone that's just in there. We'll figure out how we're going to do that. Thank you for being here. I'm going to get to work. I have a lot to do today, but thank you so much. I'm going to launch that other video and publish that, and then get to it. Appreciate you all. We're going to make things happen. Big things. Ballot AI is